said, can everyone hear me okay? Okay. I did start my career as a sheriff's deputy in Napa County in the late 70s. I was the first female deputy in Napa County. After 2 years with the Sheriff's Department, I received an offer from Albertsons for an apprenticeship to become a butcher. I accepted their offer, and within 2 years, I was a butcher and assistant manager of the meat department. A couple years after that, they made me a manager, and I traveled around Northern California opening new stores. In 1985, Albertsons decided to open several stores in the Sacramento area. I grew up in Napa, and I was located in the Napa Valley when they asked me to move to Sacramento to open about a half a dozen new stores. So in 1985, I moved here without knowing anybody. In fact, I lived in a motel on Bradshaw for about 2 months. After that, I opened the new stores, and in 1987, I met my husband at a grand opening when he came to help us open the butcher block. We were engaged after 2 weeks of dating, and we were married 5 months later at Capital Christian Center. We have raised our 2 boys at the school at Capital Christian Center. Our joy is in the Lord, and we find much fulfillment in our volunteer work at the church. In 1990, I suffered a back injury in the meat department and had to pick a new career. Always felt I had a God-given talent for interior design. It seemed like a natural next step for me, and that's what I've been doing ever since. In 1990, I started our design company in my garage in Gold River with my friend Debbie. Within 2 years, I decided to start having children. So Debbie took over the company, and after our children were about 10 years old, I came back as an independent flooring specialist with Interior Decorators in California. One of the things I love about interior design is you can go in people's homes and you can really change their homes to make them happier, and we really focus on customer satisfaction. We're able to save people money, and that makes me really happy. And if it, if anything comes up, we make sure that they're happy with their product. We mostly do residential, but we have done chains of hotels, like the Comfort Suites, things like that. But most of our focus is on residential. We can do apartment complexes. We do a lot of homes with realtors that are going on the market that might need new carpet to make their homes look better to sell. So that's pretty much all I have. Does anyone have any questions? Yes, Liz?
Just a comment. I met Cheryl when she came to our office to do a presentation with her partner, and I was so impressed with her entrepreneurial spirit and the way that she deals with other people that I was so impressed that I brought her here to the group, I'm proud to say. And I've been very happy with your service, Cheryl. If you ever need anyone to give you a quote or a bid on flooring, she'll be honest and forthright. And the nice thing is you can depend on the fact it's going to get done. So I really appreciate that, and I'm really glad that you joined us.
Thank you, Liz. I appreciate that. When I spoke to Liz's group about 7 months ago, right after I spoke, she invited me to LeTip. That was on a Wednesday. I came the very next morning. I really love the group. I love the people, which is the group. And I joined right away. So I've been with the group for 7 months, those of you that are new. So. Yes?
Could you expand on how you're different from the Home Depots or some other shops?
Yeah, that's a great question. We do work out of our homes. We have about 3 or 4 independent contractors, and our showroom is actually in a garage in Gold River. So we don't have a storefront, which means we can save the customer a lot of money. We order direct from Shaw Carpet Mill. We order direct from all the products that we offer. So, and we don't have a very big markup. So we really can save people a lot of money. For instance, I think I mentioned this last week. My mom is in the Napa Valley, and a couple years ago she was going to order carpet for her rental, and I came and I looked at the carpet and I realized it was the wrong carpet. You know, certain carpets will pile badly in your you know, your walking area, your hallway, and your entry. So I said, Mom, you know, I really can get you a better carpet, and I can have it delivered here to the Napa Valley, and our installers will travel. And I was able to save her $500, and she was ordering from Home Depot. So I know our prices are really, really good. So, any other questions?
All types of flooring, right?
Yes, we do all types of flooring. Yes,
Linoleum, hardwood,
everything.
carpet,
Mhm.
bamboo,
Yep, sure. Leather.
leather floors. That's all.
Yeah, people do it. Yes, Tina. We do. We help people with color. I just met with a client last night, and I met them in our showroom, which we love. This client was amazing, and I have to tell you, Dan Gray recommended her, which, love you, Dan. Most amazing client I've ever had. She came with her measurements. She came with the room drawn out, all measured out. She needed 2 different carpets for the master bath and master bedroom and the kids' room. I'm not kidding you. Within 5 minutes, I'll take that carpet, I'll take that carpet, and can you order it for me today? And I'm like, sure. And she doesn't know the price because I didn't do the quote yet. I said, I'll do the quote tonight. She goes, okay, here's a blank check.
That's building trust.
She goes, here's a blank check.
Everybody's all wonderful info now.
So I left there, and all of our reps live in Go River. We're all friends, and we all live in Go River. So I took it over to Debbie, my best friend who owns the company, and I said, here's a blank check. And her and her husband were going to dinner, and it was kind of fast, and I gave her all the measurements. So I texted her within an hour, and I said, now don't lose that check. She goes, we've already cashed it for $10,000, and we're on our way to Hawaii. I'm like, no, but you know, that was just really awesome. I just loved this lady, and she's so excited. So the carpet, we already called the carpet mill last night. The carpet's on hold. We're filling in the check today and depositing it, and she will have the carpet in her possession by early next week. So, you know, she really wanted it fast, and we were able to get it to her fast. And at a killer deal. Any other questions? Yes.
From butcher, from sheriff deputy to butcher,
Yeah.
how do you explain that?
Yeah, well, you know, I come from a family of law enforcement. My father works for the CHP. He's a sergeant for the CHP. My mother spent 45 years with the DA's office as public guardian for Napa County. So I grew up with all the DA stories and just big law enforcement family. So I knew I wanted to be a detective. And so I'm very inquisitive, and so I got on. When you want to be a detective in Napa County in the late 70s, you had to spend 10 years as a deputy. So, you know, when you're 21, 10 years seems like a lifetime. And honestly, in Napa Valley at that time is extremely boring. There wasn't much going on. So you sit in a police car a lot of the time, just waiting for a call. And we did get a call in the 2 years I was with the sheriff's department. We did a call, and 3 of us deputies went out, and it was a guy. It was at this big ranch, this big field, and I remember it like it was yesterday because the other deputy says, "Well, we need to arrest him. He was in violation of a few different things," and so I got him in the field, and I took him down, and I put him, you know, I'm handcuffing him, and he turns around and looks at me. He's like, "Oh my God, there's a female deputy arresting me." And he was so taken back, he was very docile. So